Hi, Aquarius. Okay, so I have on my Friends shirts, and that's one of my favorite shows ever. Like, ever. I have a whole bunch of TV shows that I love, but Friends is definitely in the top five. And where's Jennifer Aniston? Here she go. Here goes a fellow Aquarius person. She's over here. You can't really see her, but Jennifer Aniston is an Aquarius. If you did not know, yeah, you guys have a lot of cool people that that are Aquariuses. I know The Weeknd is an Aquarius. Um, Jennifer Aniston. A lot of other people. I don't know why I can't think right now, but anyways, let's just get started. So we're actually gonna start with the energy of what July is going to be like for you, or what you need to be like, whatever the zodiac oracle comes out with. I will explain what the card means and what that means for your July as an Aquarius. Okay, one shuffle, and let's see what comes out for Aquarius in the month of July in the year 2018 for Aquarius. Whoa. Let's see. I'm gonna shuffle again. Yo, the hair looks crazy. You can definitely tell which videos were made first, because my hair just starts looking wonkier with each video, like no lie. Okay, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. July. There we go. Venus. Okay, so when we have planets, this tells what you will be expressing, or what your desires will be for this particular month. So in this case, you will be going after whatever is beautiful to you. Venus, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so kind of like that energy of maybe financially you're going to be doing better, focused on financial things, home life, friends. Also finding the beauty in what you feel is beautiful. This is definitely lust, or just beauty, whatever that means to you, okay? And kind of just going after it and kind of embodying your lifestyle after that, creating your lifestyle to match what you feel is beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and start. So this is the month of desire for you, really. So this is going to be very interesting for an Aquarius, I'm sure. Okay, so starting off in the beginning of July for Aquarius, 2018. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm waiting for something to pop out, but the cards are sticking. Alright, we'll take these two, because I saw them flip out together. Alrighty, guys. So the beginning of July, well, the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Pentacles. So cooperation is key. This is what's going to help. This is what it's kind of going to be pertaining to. So we have the 2 of Swords here. So with this being said, there's definitely already been some stuff that's happened prior to this, but coming into July, you're definitely going to need to be on your A game with getting to yourself, and really looking within. Meditating, listening to music, not talking to everyone, stop going out so much for a little bit, like try to find some quiet time for yourself. This is also, if you notice, she has 2 swords with her, so this is definitely not a time for you to ease up on being defensive, but this is a time where you need to focus on prioritizing things and figuring out what needs to go with what eggs need to go in what basket. We have the Hierophant here in reverse, so this is usually this is committing, and also higher learning, but it's in reverse. So I almost feel like you're not trying to go the traditional route with something. I feel like you're trying to actually do something different from the books. It doesn't mean that you won't end up with the same product, but at the same time, I feel like you're definitely on your own shit right now. Like you're on some, like, I'm gonna figure it out my own way. Like, fuck whatever is the plan for. Okay, let me put it this way. It's like you're going towards this, like, I'm just going to do what I feel is right. Like, I don't care who's done it before and how they say I should get to this. I'm just going to do it my own way. Nothing's wrong with that, right? But that just means you're going to have complications come that other people may not know about, because you're going a whole different path. There's nothing wrong with that, but just be aware of that, okay? Next, we have the World card in reverse. So your world's going to definitely be feeling chaotic as fuck. Things are going to be just really different. A lot of things are just going to be out of whack. I don't like that card at all. I'm not even going to lie. But I am going to do clarification so we can see exactly what's going on. Because maybe the cards look crazy, but the actual situations themselves are not. But let's see. And then remember, Venus is the focus. So this is all about what you want. So even if it's not really smart or it doesn't make sense to other people, it doesn't have to, because it's about what you want this month, okay? So for the Two of Swords, what is it that you need to be thinking about? What is it that we need to be analyzing? Two of Swords, Two of Swords. This is definitely Aquarius energy, the Two of Swords. Also, I would say Libra energy as well. So balancing, prioritizing, organizing. Two of Swords for Aquarius. Cool. Okay. So Two of Swords. We have Three of Cups here. So there's definitely... Aquarius, you guys are always in love triangles, man. Always. Like, I don't even know. Okay, so Two of Swords. This is definitely either you and your friends are having are at odds right now. Maybe you need to reevaluate who your friends are, who you hang out with, where you guys go to hang out. Or this could be a situation where you're having feelings for multiple people and you're starting to feel like, okay, maybe I need to start, the roster needs to be toned down a little bit because we're having too many complications and problems. Whatever it is, though, it's time to look at it. This is definitely emotion based. So whatever you're going to be thinking about in the beginning of July, make sure it's focused on your feelings, the people around you, the people who control your emotions, or they shouldn't be controlling it, but the people who influence them. And then also the people that you're just around in general, okay? Next, we have, and it's not just focusing on that, but focusing on the things that are wrong. Like, there's already things that are wrong in your friendships or your love life. Something is off already, so pay more attention to that, okay? Next, we have the Hierophant here. What are we not committing to? What is it that we're not trying to do the old way, the traditional way? Oh, hold on. What are we trying to do different? I feel like some of you guys don't want to learn right now. I feel like some of you are like, no, I want to be on this low level shit. Like, I just want to have fun. Like, I'm good. But at the same time, it's not helping. It's not something that you need to be on. Like, you're smarter than this. Let's see. Commitments. All right. Come on, I just said this. Okay, so this is the Aquarius card. This is the Star card. And I think you're not committing to being a better version of yourself. Like, I feel like you're like, look, I'm cool with being down and dirty with the grimy people right now. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to do what I gotta do. It's summertime. And so you're not committing to being your best self or your higher self, which is fine. But at the same time, these are double major arcana. So it's kind of like you're not committing, and you definitely are just like not on this traditional shit right now. Like, you're definitely just trying to have fun. But with that being said, you also have your life turned upside down because you're over here focused on not focusing. If that makes any sense, it's kind of just like whatever. But let's see what this World card is about. There's always a lot of fun for Aquarius. It's just a matter of, I don't know, you guys go through a lot of shit, but like it doesn't seem like it's a lot of shit because you guys are going through it, and you can never read an Aquarius because they're always, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Okay, but let's see. So why is this world upside down? What is this all about for Aquarius? Here we go. Five of Pentacles. Your world is upside down because you need help and you're not asking for it. You need help, or you need assistance, or you need someone to talk to you. You need advice. You need someone who's been there, done that, but you're not. Either you're not going for it, or you just can't find someone who's available for that. Nonetheless, though, that's kind of a crazy combo. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because the World card and then this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is all about, like, reaching out for spiritual help. Reaching out for, like, real guidance. Like, praying and meditating. And it's almost like you're not doing that, or you just don't want to right now. Which is fine, but your world is starting to flip because of it, or things are starting to become really weird and wonky because of it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman here, but in reverse. So this is like you're doing too much, but you're doing the wrong things that shouldn't be done. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the middle of your week, the middle of July for Aquarius. What is it looking like? And these cards are flying out like nobody's business. Okay, so the middle of July is looking a lot better, okay? So we're starting off with the Death card. So this is like ending something. I'm sure that's probably why things are going good, because you ended it with whoever that was. Because I feel like you guys have multiple suitors right now, but I think you're going to let one go, and then it's just going to be like so much better for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands here. So this is like my confirmation card. So when I see this is a positive omen. This is like having more power than you think, having more like extra power behind you that you forgot you even had. This is like, you can't, like, things are good, but they can be a whole lot better. And you can still get to that. This is like, just things are good. You have a broader horizon. You're not tied down. Like, it's just a really, really good card. And this is also kind of just like sitting and waiting. You're not really doing much. You're just looking at all the good shit that's around you, but you're not really making any movements yet, right? And then we go after that. We have the Sun card in reverse. The Sun card upright and reverse are beautiful cards either way. The only thing about the Sun card is it's still the outcome that you want, but it's probably going to be something attached to it that you were not ready for. But it isn't bad. This is like getting a 95 instead of 100 on a test. You know, it's still good, but it's just like, oh shit, like I missed one little thing. Now, the point of the Sun card, this is the Leo card, the point of it is to have like a youthful, lighthearted energy, but still be wise enough to understand that everything that you want to happen will manifest itself in due time. You just have to be happy and make that love contagious. That's the whole point of Leo, is the heart, and sharing the heart, and being strong enough to accept the sunlight and the spotlight so people can notice you. But when they notice you, they should be seeing that you're a vibrant light so that that can be contagious to them. That's the whole point of Leo. So this is definitely like a card of just happiness, vibrance, and I think things are going to be going really, really well for you in the middle of July. And then after that, we go to the Ten of Wands here. That's the energy that it shifts towards. Not a terrible card, but this card does mean that you have a lot on your plate, and it does mean that you maybe need to let some things go, maybe reprioritize, reorganize your life. But nonetheless, whenever you do drop some of these loads, then you'll actually be able to do what you need to do, and you won't be, it's not a terrible card at all. Now, what I am going to do, I am going to clarify. First off, I want to say, with this Death card that we have here, and this Ten of Wands, I think that's where it ties in at. Like, you need to dead something that has to do with what you're prioritizing, what your responsibilities are. There's something that needs to be dropped off because it's taking away that lightheartedness and making it heavy. So if that's you needing to choose between two people, or if that's between you needed to choose what you want to do about a certain situation, so be it. But make sure whatever you do, it's actually, you have less responsibilities afterwards and not more, okay? Because that's going to defeat the purpose. I'm going to go ahead and clarify for the Sun card. Let's go ahead and clarify for the Sun card. What is that about? So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like going back to your morals and your foundation. And it's interesting that this comes in the middle of your week. I mean, in the middle of July, because before that, in the beginning of July, we had the Hierophant in reverse, which means you weren't committing to your morals and things traditionally were not appealing to you. So maybe what I am thinking, I think that you somehow in the beginning of July, you got with someone, or you got with something that you thought, something that was different, but something that you always wanted to try, or something that you wanted to be around. That you were interested in, but it wasn't traditional to what you usually do, right? You try it out, and then it kind of didn't work out the way you thought it would, and so then you need help, but you're not asking for it. But then, you know, things start to slow down into the middle of July, and then now you have like this sense of, okay, well, here are my morals, and here's where I stand at, and this is why I choose this, and this is why I choose that. And it's pretty good, but at the same time, you might be limiting yourself on something else because you're being a little strict, so don't do that. But at the same time, like I said, the Sun card is good, bad. I mean, it's good either way, so it doesn't really matter. But you don't want to miss out on something that's good just because you're trying to be so fixed on what you feel like is right now, okay? Now, this Ten of Wands, we're going to see what that responsibility is or what that's about. Ten of Wands, what is it that they need to lose? What does Aquarius need to lose? So we have the Magician card. So I think what you need to lose is the fact that you feel like you can't control things. You are the Magician. So with that being said, drop whatever you feel like isn't adding on to your resources. Drop whatever isn't adding on to having fun or being a better person. Honestly, it's up to you. Whatever you want to drop, you can drop it. It's not like you have to drop one specific thing. It's definitely just about what you feel like needs to be gone, okay? So for the end of July, let's go ahead and jump into that. End of July for Aquarius. End of July. I mean, damn. End of July. Whenever you're ready, Aquarius. Whenever you're ready. Ready. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. So the end of July is going to be pretty crazy for you guys. So the energy at the end of July is definitely authority, Emperor energy. So who are you? What drives you? Your authority. How do you deal with that in relation to authority? Who is the authority in your life? Are you the authority or is someone else? It is upright, so I do think this is a good balance of just rules and standards, but at the same time, you don't want it to get out of hand to where it becomes like a controlling situation. Okay, so we're starting off with the Knight of Cups. This is definitely the energy of, and it's in reverse. So this is the energy of not being so sure about what's happening emotionally for you in the future. This is not being optimistic about what's to come emotionally. This is almost like afraid of what's to come, almost like you're afraid you're going to drop the ball again because you're like, okay, well, I already tried to get as romantic as I possibly could have, or I tried to get as feely or affectionate as I could have, and I'm done. Like, I think I'm okay where everything left at. So maybe the thing that you need to drop is maybe the responsibility of someone else's emotions. When you are in ties with other people, you, without knowing it, you become attached with them when it comes to their emotions. So if you are not ready for that, or you don't want that, you need to either make that very clear, or you need to drop it. Like, it's a responsibility that doesn't need to be a responsibility. It's a burden that needs to be set down because there's nothing in the bag. There's a bag here, but there's nothing in it but air. So it's like, can we just drop that? It's wasting space. It's wasting time. Like, we don't need that. We also have the Eight of Cups here. So whatever this journey is, once you drop off this stuff and you start figuring out how you feel emotionally, I do think it's going to be time for you to go on a journey that you have not went on either in a long time or you never have, as far as with your emotions or how you feel. So maybe instead of being detached when it comes to your emotions, maybe you start giving a fuck a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to give a fuck about the person, but maybe you should just start analyzing how people feel so you're emotionally intelligent as well as logically intelligent, okay? We also have, at the very end of your spread, we have the Karma card here, the Wheel card. So things are going to be turning, things are going to be changing. Now, the key with this card is everything that you've done before this, like basically leading up until this moment for you, this is going to determine if this shit flips fast on you or if it flips at a way that you're comfortable with. Nonetheless, though, it is going to be a change. It is going to be something different. It's going to be something that's not the same. So keep that in mind and don't expect it to be the same. It's karma. Now, you also have to remember that however you made your bed, you have to sleep in it now at this point, at the very end of July. So whatever you're doing now, yeah, it may be fun and games now, but if you are not cool with this shit or if you're not really in tune with what the fuck you're doing, this shit is going to blow up in your face. And I'm just going to be real like that. I also think that karma thing has a lot to do with whatever it is that you're keeping on as a responsibility or as a priority. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean that you can't have multiple things happening at once, but you do need to make sure that whatever you do have, there's still a hierarchy to things. So if something is on the ladder and it's above something else, you need to be paying attention to that, or you at least need to make sure everything on that ladder is getting checked off singly, okay? So don't just say that, oh yeah, well, I do care because you're on the picture of all the stuff I care about. But it's like, no, like, if you care, let me know that I'm on the picture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Aquariuses, you guys can, like, mentally have, like, feelings about things in the back of your brain. And you know that, but nobody can fucking read you. I tell you guys this all the time. We cannot read you. You have to communicate. Like, you have to. It's almost impossible. I think there's only a few signs that can actually understand Aquarius. And I think that's Leo and Virgo and maybe Libra. Like, literally, that's probably it, because we understand how you guys think. But at the same time, it's like, shit. And Aries is really good for Aquarius too. But it's like, fuck, like, we can't all read for you. So we have to, like, you guys have to let us know where you guys are at. You guys have to let us know where we're at. Like, just period. I feel like people are so lost with you because you don't speak your mind. Or you're like, you'll say something then, and then 2 hours later, you're on a whole different, like, feeling about them, but they don't know. You need to update people so that this karma doesn't come back and slap you in the face. That's really the only reason. Other than that, you can go on about your Aquarius life. Like, I get it. I understand. My father's an Aquarius. My little sister's an Aquarius. I understand. But at the same time, let people know. Let people know what's going on. You have to. For the sake of karma, you know? So I'm actually going to do clarification on... Let's do on all three of these. Well, not all three, but two of them. Let's do the Knight of Cups. Who is this? Knight of Cups for Aquarius. The Knight of Cups is someone you feel comfortable with. This is, I guess this is you. This is the person that you, like, your ego in your head or your mind or that voice that you're always listening to or that's always playing when other people are talking. Like, this is you. This is that person. Relaxed and really just comfortable. But at the same time, things are not as relaxed and comfortable as they feel, because in your sanctuary, this is what you've created. You feeling like not trustworthy of things, or like kind of afraid that people aren't really who they say they are. And so that's your psyche now. This is your state. Your state of mind is this, okay? So then for Eight of Cups, I mean, no, for the wheel card, what is this change going to be about? The change is going to be about you learning to not compete. The change is going to be about you quieting down and kind of really just like not being so combative, you know? Like, instead of being so like, let's fight, it's going to be more like, shit, fuck this. Like, I could care less. Like, none of this amounts to what I'm thinking in here. I think that's going to be like the change for you, right? Now, this could be either you getting into less fights, or this could be you amping up the fights because you're not being in them. You're not supporting your position. This could be someone like yelling at you like, oh, I asked you this. Like, you keep saying this, but you keep doing another thing. And if you're just sitting back like, fuck it, like an Aquarius would, this is not going to go well for you. So like I said, please communicate. Please do that. And also just be honest about what your desires are. If you really just want to just not really give a fuck, then say that. If you really just want to just be chill, if you really like, just be honest. Like, that's really going to be your best bet, especially if you have Leos around you, if you have Aries around you, if you have Virgos around you. Who else? I think those are like the main signs. Leo popped up here, Aquarius popped up here. Yeah, maybe even Sagittarius too. I would say definitely Sagittarius. Yes, definitely Sagittarius. If you have those signs around you, speak up to them. Like, for fuck's sake, like, we're one of the few that can actually understand you guys and like be real with y'all, and we can really help each other in so many ways. But if you won't speak up, and if you won't just be honest, and if you won't just be cool with those people who really can be cool with you, things are not gonna go well. Like, things are really just not gonna go well. So please just do that. Just make it easier on yourself, easier on everyone else who has to deal with you, and just so that, you know, your karma isn't crap whenever it comes to you. Okay, we already have the Listen, there's just a lot going on. If you need a personal reading, hit me up. I'll leave all of my stuff down in the description box for your convenience. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, Aquarius, there's a lot of shit that I just feel like there's a lot of issues. And it's a lot of stuff that could be prevented, honestly, because you can just drop it off. You can just cut the cord, right? But it's almost like you don't know. Like, you feel like you have more space in your memory card than you really do. So yeah, just, if anything, let me know what's going on. I am a Leo, so I can definitely balance you out. Aquarius and Leos, we work really, really well in that type of environment. But yeah, if that's all I can say for now. Definitely reach out for help, man. When you feel like your shit is flipping over, ask someone for help. Don't just sit there and drown. Like, we need you guys to be here. Like, your mind is your everything, okay? Yeah, I'm love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, Aquarius, I will see you very, 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 very soon. I will see you guys later. Bye. Enjoy your July.